Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Welcome to the live stream. We're back at it again. Back at it. Hopefully we got our issues smoothed out. I believe we did get our connection issues solved. So fingers crossed everything goes smoothly today. Hopefully we have a nice smooth flight over to Denver planned. If everything goes according to plan and we have time, we may do a second flight. Maybe we'll go over Denver, Salt Lake City, something like that, or Denver, Albuquerque. It just depends. We'll see how smooth the flight goes. This is our first live since last week, as we were having the stream issues last week. And like I said, I think I got everything for the most part fixed. If there's any issues, please let me know. Let me know if there's any sound issues, anything like that. We are using a new mic setup. Hopefully everything on the mic sounds good. Hopefully everything's good. Let me just see a couple things here. Let's go to filters. Bring the gain down, I think, just a little bit. T-Mac, how's it going, man? Welcome aboard, man. Welcome back. We are back. We are back at it. Hoping all the things are fixed. I was just saying, let me know if you hear or experience any issues, sound, anything. We're using a new mic. We got the Blue Yeti mic now. A little bit of a new setup. We got a joystick cam setup and everything. So we're gonna be trying that out. But let's get in here. Let's get this aircraft powered up. Let's get ground power is on. Let's get our sounds on too. There we go. Ground battery 1 and 2 is coming on. Wood good. Everything's good. Sweet. All right, ground power's on. Let's get our DRS line 1, 2, and 3 over to the nav position. Crew supplies coming on. Nav and logo lights are on. Emergency lights being armed. No smoking signs are also to the on position. Everything's looking good. That's all. That's everything. We're up here. Let's go back down here. Let's get our panel brightnesses. Whoa. Panel brightnesses up. Sounds are good. Sweet. That's what I like to hear. What I like to hear. All right. Yeah, let's get all of our lights up here. Get that. Get our do lights. Make sure the overhead lights are good. Down here's good. We get our radio panels on. Boom. And all right, I think that's good for the lights. Let's get our Toliss menu up here. Let's go to our load. We need to get fuel. Fuel. What are we doing for fuel? 19768. 197. So I'm gonna do 20 here. Give us a little extra. That is good. Passengers on board. We are one short of a full flight. 219 passengers is on board. Our zero fuel weight should be 159. Need to add a little bit of cargo here. 159 Eve. Go. Add a little to the front. All right, that's good. We'll apply that. Everything there looks good. Let's go to our McDo. And let's go to our init page. We are going San Diego over to Denver. We'll plug that in. There we go. We are Frontier flight. Where are we at? Why can't I find Frontier flight? What was our flight number? I think it was 552. 552 is our flight number. Our cost index today is going to be 5. And we are going up to 35,000 feet. We'll get that in there. We'll align the IRS now. Boom. That's good. Let's grab our wins. requested. All right, everything there looks good. What else? Oh, like this. Let me bring the gain down just a little bit. That's better, I think. A little more. There we go. All right. So winds are good. Everything there is good. Let's get our clearance. I think we got ATC online. Let's check here what we got. No. Looks like ATC might have just got offline. Look at the map. Okay, yeah, no ATC. LA Center's offline. That's fine. Alright, so we're in Unicom, so we'll get everything ready here. Let's go to flight plan. There we go. Okay. Flight plan, San Diego. We are departing runway 27 via the Zoo to departure. We'll get that in there. We are using meatball transition. And let's go ahead and insert that. All right, that's in there. That's good for meatball. We're going to EED. So meatball, we're going to EED. That's correct. Yes. So we'll get that in there. And then from EED, we're taking airway Juliet 236. Juliet 236. Let's get that in there. And then from Juliet 236, we're going to exit that at Tango Bravo Charlie. There we go. And then from there, let's insert that. And then from Tango Bravo Charlie, we're going to take Schnips. Schnips. And get that in there. And from there, that should take us into our arrival. Let's go to enter that. Let's get our arrival into Denver. We can get this pre-planned here. Arrival. We are expecting runway 34 left. ILS 34 left via the bar 3 T-bar 2 arrival, sorry, and via, don't think we're using a via. Let me take a look at my charts here. Let's just be sure that we don't need one. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go via Ladora. So via Ladora here. There we go. And ships, there we go. And we'll insert that. Alright, so that looks good. Make sure we don't have any discontinuities. Everything looks great. Everything looks great, so I don't think we do. Yep, okay, everything there looks great. Sweet. All right, let's get a couple things ready to go here. One, we need to get on Unicom. 122.8. Let's do that set. All right, that's in there. Unicom is in. We're gonna be squawking 2000 for now. Let's make sure our systems are on. Auto's good. Auto's fine. All right, all that looks good. Let's go to Sam here. Captain AB, what's going on, man? Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard, man. Glad to have you. How are you doing? How's things over there in Australia going? Alright, download the sim brief. Hopefully all is well. Let's see, our gate arrival is actually going to be dimmer, or be going to gate A42. So let's get A42 in here. Where's A42? There it is. Alright, so brief light's good. Start flight, pushback. I'm just going to connect the tug.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Alright, tow's driving up. Let's get our fuel pumps on board. We're going to start our APU. Alright, APU start switches on. We'll wait for the flap to open. And everything will be good to go. Yeah, hopefully everything's doing good in Australia. Hopefully things are getting better. I've seen a lot of things going on. Not so good. Hopefully things are good for you. See, you reached 1,000 subscribers here just recently too. Congratulations on that, man. That is a huge accomplishment. All right, APU start switch coming on. Seatbelt signs can come on.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Alright, so we're not ready yet. We are waiting for the IRS Align 2. We got about 1 minute left on that. Let's do our preference page here. Bring up our tablet again. There we go. We got that in.
San Diego traffic, United 650 texting 227 via Bravo.
Alright, we're going to do flaps 1 takeoff departure here. Let's get our V speeds in. We got 149, 155, and 159. There we go. Flex of 60 degrees. We'll go and put that in there. We got flaps. Trim is down 0.3. So down 0.3. Got that in there. Everything is good. Just go right here. Put in our 0 fuel weight in our block fuel. So we got I'm gonna go 159.0 on 0 fuel weight, and our block fuel is 20.0. All right, fuel weights, everything's in there. Preference data, takeoff data is set. We're done with that. We're done with that. All right, IRS has been aligned. All right, to take off, let's look at our SID out of San Diego. So we don't have any ATC online currently, but we're going to keep it as real as possible. So SIDs out of San Diego. We got initial climb heading 275 to 520, then direct to cross jetty at or below 12,000. Then left turn direct to zoo. From zoo on transition. Turbojets maintain 23,000 feet. Alright, so we're gonna go up 23,000 feet to start. Let's get that in there. 23,000 feet. That is set and good. And let's pre-plan the pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
I'm gonna go right back here like so.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, let's get our beacon light on. Let's get our APU bleed on as well. We can disconnect the ground power. Let's get our pushback gate to be released. Get rid of that, and let's release our parking brake. Also lock our cockpit door. Right, there we go. Now the jet's going away.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Let's get our clock on, as we are ready for push. All Alright, let's go down here. We're going to start engine mode over to crank. And let's go ahead and start engine number 2. Engine 2's coming alive. All right, let's start engine number 1 here.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Right, parking brake is set. Let's get flaps
Disconnecting
over
tow.
1.
Stand by.
Get our projected wind shear is on. I think there looks good. Engine mode selector back over to normal. All right, let's get our auto brake to max. Look at our go and disconnect. Let's get flight controls checked here. Full right, full left, full back, full down, right or right,
Landing traffic.
right or left.
United 650, flying up and waiting, runway 27.
Looks like we got someone just
Tow is
landed.
disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
All right. Let's see here.
Standing traffic. United 650, taking off 27.
Then you go traffic. Frontier 552 taxiing to runway 27 via Bravo. Alright, let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's release our parking brake. Armor spoilers. Taxi lights coming on. Strobes are to auto. APU bleed and master switch coming off. And we're ready to go. There goes the United flight taking off.
Unable to find view ID 11.
We do need to get our altimeter.
Standing out traffic. United 650, clear of 27.
Let's get altimeter put in here 3009. There we go. right, hopefully everyone's doing well tonight. Hopefully everyone was able to check out Captain Canada's stream of the Q400. I was definitely watching that until I went live. Can't wait for the Q400 to come out. Gonna be a good one. Gonna definitely take some getting used to. But definitely can't wait for that to come out, and definitely was more excited for that than I was the A340. Now, has anyone had this issue lately with Active Sky and like it wanting to put fog around the airport just randomly at the last minute? I feel like it's just been doing it a lot lately. Like, even when there's not supposed to be any fog, it's supposed to be clear weather, and all of a sudden it's clear, and then just all of a sudden, boom, fog. Then it's clear again, and then boom, fog. Like, really? Come on. It's probably the thing I'm most excited for in X-Plane 12 is, or hopefully, a real weather engine, like Microsoft, so we don't have to rely on Active Sky anymore. Yeah, can't wait for that. Oh. So I was just here in San Diego this past weekend. Many of you were able to catch the live or the replay of the live, but I was doing some plane spotting over at one of the parking structures here. See, there you go. The fog just went away like magic. Like magic. But yeah, I was doing some plane spotting here in San Diego this past weekend. Did some recordings of it. Got to see the Freedom 1 delivery in person. So that was a special treat. That was definitely a real special treat. Got to see that come in person. Southwest livery there, the Freedom 1. Alright, let's announce the cabin crew. Let's do our takeoff config is normal. Cabin's ready. San Diego traffic, Frontier flight 552, taking off runway 27. San Diego traffic, Frontier flight 552, taking off runway 27. Go. Okay. Get our engines up, spoiling. Chrono's on. And toga. Alive. B1. Rotate. Positive right. Gear can come up. over to climb power. Guess we should have had our landing lights on. We got the landing lights.
Unable to find UID 17.
This beautiful departure there, San Diego. Right, let's bring our flaps in and disarm our spoilers. San Diego Harbor there. Such a beautiful departure. Such a beautiful departure. You know what? We didn't get our new joystick cam on. It's a shame. We do have the joystick cam now. We'll make sure on our arrival we have the joystick cam on in time for our landing. We didn't get it on for our departure in time. We apologize about that. It's new, so just barely set it up. So still got to get used to having it now. Getting used to switching over to it on takeoff. Passing 10,000 feet. We're gonna get autopilot on here. Let's get our landing lights off. Taxi lights off, runway lights off, wing light is off. Strobes are on. And we're looking good. Right, let's bring back up here into the cabin. With that view there of downtown San Diego, Coronado Bridge. Absolutely beautiful. Yep, absolutely beautiful. We're on our way to Denver, folks. We are on our way. So far, everything's going smoothly. Things looking great. All right, let's get some tunes on, shall we? Let's find us some tunes here. Sweet. Look at that beautiful ortho down there. Absolutely beautiful ortho. Damn, the Vegas Knights beat my Colorado Avalanche. Speaking of scores, though, let's go and let's check on the World Series score, shall we? All right, we got the Atlanta Braves, top of the sixth, up 5-1. Ooh, Morton's injury though, it's gonna be a huge blow to the Braves. Looks like he's got a fracture. Sizzling Popcorn, what's going on, man? How are we doing? Did I just leave San Diego? I did. Just left San Diego, my friend. You see the San Diego Bay there in the distance still. On our way to Denver. DJ Midnight Mav, yeah, that's right. DJ Midnight Mav. DJ Midnight wouldn't be too bad of a name for a DJ, actually. Should be a pretty dope name. Yeah, now we're on our way to Denver. So we got things reset up on our stream. We got better connection now. Everything's going pretty smoothly now. Got a new microphone. Got a joystick camera set up now. Getting some improvements done here. So we're in X-Plane today. I know we'll be in Microsoft sometime this week. I don't know when we'll jump in Microsoft quite yet. Maybe on the weekend. Maybe on the weekend we'll do some Microsoft. But X-Plane for right now. Jet lag from a week of virtual flying. Did my second Vatsim flight last night. All right, how'd that go? How's the Vatsim treating you? Hopefully Vatsim's treating you all right. We're on Vatsim now, but there's no ATC online yet. We're at. Starting to get the hang of it a little more, hopefully. And I've been watching some of your stuff. You've been doing a lot of flying lately. A lot of long flying too. And I saw you were checking out the Q400 earlier in Canada's live. I was in there earlier before I went live. Must say I'm pretty excited for the Q400. So I don't think I'll be getting the A340 yet. I think I'm going to wait a little bit on that, but probably most likely get the Q400 when it's released. Seems pretty fun to fly. It's gonna be a lot of learning experience, that's for sure. Not used to flying many prop planes, or turboprops, I should say. So that's definitely gonna be interesting. I don't think he said there's a release date yet though for it though. Not sure. So, those of you interested in the update on the World Series, got the Braves up 5-1. Definitely rooting for the Braves because I hate the Astros. There we go. Lagged a little bit. Nice, much better internet connection, Mike. Yep. And a lot better than the first. That's cool, man. Yeah, no, definitely got internet connection. Got the Blue Yeti mic now. Lots of new scenery DLC lately from Microsoft. Can't wait for the Q on Microsoft. Yep, majestic. Where am I? What do you mean, where am I? I'm right here. We're flying over Southern California currently. Remember, we just left San Diego. Just left San Diego and just flying over Southern California, over the desert. Where I live would be up this general direction right here. I think this is Palm Springs area over here we're going over. Yes, Palm Springs Airport is just off this direction. You got the Salton Sea, the famous Salton Sea.
So far
It's been a long day with work and everything. My brain just can't compute everything right now. But it's who makes the Q400? Got it. Yep. They need to hurry and release that. It's gonna be great. But I'm definitely excited for it, for X-Plane. New Saturday, join on Saturday at 4 p.m. your time. Moscow, join Ocean Community Flight Microsoft Flight Server. Okay. I'll keep that in mind, man. If I'm not doing anything around that time, I'll hop on. I'll hop on and fly some GA there. I don't think I've ever flown in Moscow, actually, to be honest. In Microsoft or X-Plane. Yeah, Microsoft or X-Plane, I don't think I've ever gone to Moscow. Yeah, no. I'll have to fly to Moscow here one day. I never have in either sim. So that definitely sounds like a lot of fun, though. Man, I've been a crazy long day. It's been a crazy long couple weeks, really. Between work and flight sim, and then me and a friend are starting a sports podcast here coming up in a couple weeks. Drinsky Design does some pretty good stuff. Moscow landmarks. Okay. Yeah, I did see the Moscow landmarks in the Microsoft store. I don't know if I added that or not. I don't think I have, but I probably will. So, you know, I definitely got to get a flight going to Moscow.
Let's go.
It'll be lots of fun. It's fun flying to Moscow. Nice sports podcast. Yep. Yeah, I'm super excited. Super excited. So yeah, I spent the last weekend at my buddy's place, getting all the equipment set up and tested, and you know, we're starting our brand and everything. I'll show you what our logo is going to be. I'll show you that. Get that here. I'll show you what our logo is going to be for our sports podcast.
You a bad man, she don't love money. She make that feel fast like common. When I swim down to the deep end.
Maybe I'll bring it up. For the reason my viewer hasn't been working very well.
Baby, don't be shy. I can see it in your eyes. I've been running around. Too bad, I've been sticking out your mind. I know you like it how I rock it from behind. I don't understand how you taking all my time.
Podcast about pickleball. Pickleball. What the hell is pickleball? I don't think I'm too knowledgeable about pickleball. Let's see, it's gonna have a lot of like baseball, basketball, football, hockey, kind of the main sports in there. But we'll toss a little bit of everything in there depending on what's happening in sports. Alright, I don't know why. I don't know why why my photo viewer right now is not working. It won't open up my photos. It's like tennis, but with like a badminton racket, but mostly 50+ sport. Got it. Yeah, I don't think we'll have too much pickleball in there, man. To be honest. Probably not too much pickleball, but I mean, you never know. Something interesting happens in pickleball, I guess.
Trying to find a business when you look it up. Why not go and sit when you take it up? And you know that I'm bad. I've been sticking out your mind.
Let me get my logo thing here to open. I might have to use this. There we go. Alright, so that's going to be our logo. We have a few others designs as well that we'll probably use for certain things, but it's probably going to be our main little logo for our sports podcast we're doing. So that's going to be lots of fun. Can't wait for that. Definitely can't wait for that. Yeah, I like it. Came out pretty well. Pretty good. It's like a little 3D logo. So yeah, it's gonna be lots of fun. Let me switch over to standard here as well. I'm gonna do that. There we go. And let's go up to the rest of our cruising altitude. Looking forward to that. We're going to release our first podcast in about 2 weeks. So not next Sunday, which is Halloween, but the Sunday after that. So it's going to be like a weekly thing every Sunday. Every Sunday we're going to release a podcast. I know it'll be on Spotify. I don't know what other platforms it's going to be on yet, but we will also be doing a video on YouTube and releasing the podcast on a video as well. That explains pickleball. First time I actually see it, and it's young people. My dad plays it and used to run a league. You know, now that you explained it, I remember kind of what pickleball is. It's been a long time since I've heard about pickleball, so it took me a minute to really figure out what you were talking about. But I think I played some pickleball before in middle school. For like PE, we did pickleball. I was supposed to be on a podcast with the guys procrastinating. What kind of podcast are you trying to do? Trying to do a podcast about flight sim or something else? I mean, I'd love to do one about flight sim too, like obviously XP and Blue have, but I need to wait till we grow a little bit more for that. But sports, I know a ton about sports. Me and my friend that we grew up together, played baseball and everything together. So it's, you know, kind of always talked about starting one, so we're finally going to start one. So it should be lots of fun. Supposed to do flight sim, but I'm also supposed to be interviewed for another one. He asked me at the FS Expo. Okay, that's pretty cool. Is that guy that we were hanging out with when I was hanging out with you there? Is that the guy that is doing the podcast, or is that someone else? I think in a few weeks ago, but I think it's just an idea the guy had. Gotcha. Okay. Is it? It's not the same guy that we were hanging out with, right? That we went to dinner with? No, someone else? Okay. That's cool, though. Hopefully you get that started. That would be pretty cool. So you had an idea about like a flight sim podcast type thing, maybe in the future, but to do like, you know, stream like you're doing a flight like we are now, and then like in cruise, you know, you bring someone and like interview them during the cruise, like entertainment, you know, during cruise, hanging out, chat with someone like a developer or another streamer or something like that, you know, bring them up in cruise and then do like a little mid-flight talk show, you know. I don't know. So a lot of ideas I got out there. that's what he wants to do with you. Okay. Yeah, see, I think that'd be kind of cool. Just on cruise, little entertainment. And my friends I have here in real life, they don't, a lot of them aren't like into the big flight sim and aviation like I am, but all of them are like, you should have strippers, you know, in your plane and you're flying. And we do like a OnlyFans for my flights. LA to Auckland. That's yeah, that's a long podcast, man. It's a very long podcast if you're gonna be going that long. What is that, like a 14-hour flight? Or more? 14-hour flight all the way to Auckland? Well, maybe not 14 hours. Maybe a little less than that. 10 hours? 12 hours? You know, there'd definitely be a long podcast there, sir. We're trying to keep our podcast that we're doing about an hour or so, give or take. You know, hour and a half, no longer an hour and a half, I would think. I mean, there's a lot of podcasts that go about an hour and a half. We're trying to keep it around an hour, maybe a little more, just depending on, probably, yeah. Yeah, it's a long flight. But yeah, we're trying to stay around the hour mark. You know, we've got some things planned out, and you know, the first podcast. So I mean, every week on the podcast, like I said, me and him are heavy baseball guys, diehard Angel fans. So we're always going to have an Angel segment on our show each week. Angels recap, going over stuff in the Angels organization. You know, first episode we got Angels recap of the season and what the future looks like. We're doing a wrap up of baseball. So it's the World Series right now, so the season's coming to an end. So we're going to be going over the World Series, the playoffs, the whole baseball season, what to look for next year. We'll cover a little bit about the start of the basketball season, start of the hockey season. A little brief cap on coming up on the midway in football season. Coming up, you know, on the midway point in football season. Do a little wrap up there, so should be a good one. Eventually we're going to get, we'll have some guests on for some special segments that we'll work on, stuff like that, stuff to come. So definitely something to look forward to. So we're going to be, I'll be posting stuff about that as we get ready to release our first podcast. We do have some of that stuff that I'd love to bring in actual Angel players on each week. That'd be huge, obviously. I don't know how much luck we'll have getting that, but we do have some connections in the minor league system that we're looking to hopefully take advantage of and be able to get like some of the coaching staff on and you know, work through some of the players and stuff like that, players coming up. So we are working on getting some of that. So we'll see. We'll see what we can get for some guest interviews. So, you know, we definitely want to get some people like that. Get media credentials for next season, I'm hoping we can grow by next season, get some media credentials. Definitely going to be looking at that. I'd love to go to the game, but just for being media and get to cover the game and stuff, that'd be awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, so that is one of our goals. That would just be sweet. What would be better? Getting to work while watching an Angels baseball game. It doesn't get any better than that. Besides flying, of course. It's not that hard. I got NHL credentials easily for the 2013 GF. Okay. You should message me on Discord or something, man. Like the whole process of how you go about getting those. So you should DM me sometime in Discord. Let me know how that whole process goes about getting like press credentials to sporting events and stuff. So I would definitely love to be able to cover some of that, add that stuff in the podcast, live interviews, sound bites, and everything. It would definitely be sweet. And I got a question for you, man. Because I know you said you started doing like before the flight time. You did like I think you said movie reviews, right? Like reviews on products and movies. Now, when you're doing news, stuff that's informational, news, stuff like that. Well, you send a $500,000 check. I wish I had that kind of money to send, man. I wouldn't be going to work every day if I had that kind of money. Maybe if my maybe if my Shiba coin I invested in really takes off like it has been, then maybe I'll have $500,000 to give you one day. But yeah, so when you're doing stuff like this news, when it comes to like copyright stuff that you can include in a video, like a soundbite of something, a video clip of something, I think there's more leeway to the copyright side of things, right? When your channel is solely news based, like there's more leeway. That's how the news agencies and stuff are able to play clips and videos and stuff without being copyrighted. I don't know exactly, but I know there's some kind of extra leeway when it comes to that kind of stuff. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if you know too much about that or not. In fact, let me check how my Shiba coin's doing too while we're going here. Providing commentary, fair use. Yeah, so as long as you're using it, but to some extent, yes. So like I said, as long as you're using it and it goes with what you're commenting on, then I know you can use it. I mean, I can't play like a full game, obviously. I can't broadcast a full game on here because that's copyrighted, but I can use bits and pieces or highlights of something and display it of what we're commenting on news-wise. And it'll be fine, right? That's what the fair use thing is. That's how I understand it, at least. I mean, I could be wrong. Like I said, I probably want to get in touch with. I've been meaning to get in touch with like a copyright guy, lawyer, or whatnot, to see about exactly what things are. Let's get our seatbelt signs off. Let the passengers walk around a little bit now that we're at cruise. So we got a little bit of a crosswind going. I've been meaning to talk to a guy, see if we get in contact with one of those guys. Just make sure, want to make sure we're all in the clear and everything. We don't want to do anything we shouldn't be doing, copyright wise and stuff like that. I mean, I know obviously for YouTube and stuff, it's definitely different, but you know. Some fine line. I just want to find it because I want to be able to put obviously some entertaining videos and stuff like in our video on YouTube of the podcast that we do, because we're going to do the audio recording and video recording. The audio is going to get released, and then like a few days later, the video will get released when I can edit it. Angel, what's going on, man? What's going on, Angel? Caught us here on our way over to Inno's monetization because MLB videos, yeah. I'm not really too worried about the monetization though thing, especially in the beginning. I mean, I'm not going to be monetized right off the bat anyways, but what's going on, Angel? Caught us here on our way to Denver, Colorado, over from San Diego. Right in the middle of our flight right now. Right over the California desert. But I was talking about the beginning. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, later on, it'd be more of a concern later on when the channel grows to what we can and can't do, really, on that aspect. So, but yeah, no, definitely looking forward to that sports podcast. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. It's going to be about 2 weeks. And you guys will be able to find the link to our sports podcast on my social media, on all of my pages. I had created a montage to make it look like the Expos were coming back and I was now managing the team. Really? That's pretty cool. Could you imagine the Expos coming back? Expos coming back, that would be pretty cool. It's been, how many years has it been since Expos? Because I mean, they got changed to the Washington Nationals. How long has it been? It's been quite a while. It's been over 10 years, I think, right? It's been more than 10 years, I think, since Expos went away. Just check out your live stream, good stuff. Sweet, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming aboard, joining us today on our flight to Denver, Colorado. My dad thought it was real and showed his coworkers. Is your dad a big Expo fan? Yeah, 20 plus years. Yeah, it's been a long time. Been a long time. I think it was, I was just a little kid back then. Appreciate you joining us, though, Angel. So, you know, super excited for the sports podcast, man. It's something I've been wanting to do for a long time, and we're finally getting it going. We're finally in the right place in life that we can get it. Both of us can focus on it and do it right. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it big. He was pissed when I found out they made the story up, but it was so believable because of the media clips I used. Really. If you still have that, you should send it to me on Discord so I can look at it. We'll check it out. That'd be pretty cool. Send that to me, man. I'll watch. That's probably gonna be funny. That's probably gonna be real funny. So we're finally over the Arizona desert now. We left California, over Arizona. You can see the Grand Canyon there in the distance. So we are making some good time here on our way to Colorado. We might experience a little bit of weather in Colorado. It does look like they're having a little bit of a storm around Denver. Doesn't look like it's right over Denver yet. It's like just like right around it to the east. So we might get a little bit of weather for our arrival. So should be interesting. Hopefully it's not too bad. And one thing I've never visited yet, all the times I've lived in the United States, I've never been to the Grand Canyon yet. I don't even live that far from it. I've always wanted to go to the Grand Canyon. I flew over the Grand Canyon. Oh yeah, man, we got so many awesome planes coming out in like such a short, relatively short time period, man. It's definitely an exciting time in the flight sim community. We just had the A340 come out. Great long haul plane. If, you know, that's what you guys are into. You like the long haul flights and the big planes, and then showcasing the Q400 right now. They're coming out soon. I'd want to say that's probably going to come out within the next 2 weeks, probably. If they're showcasing it now, it's probably within 2 weeks of being released. You got, you know, I haven't checked out the update yet, but I heard Flight Factor updated their 7.5 and 7.6 today. They're coming out with a version 2.777. You got the Flight Factor 7.8.7 coming out. EMDG 737 from Microsoft. The new Phoenix A320 come out from Microsoft. So many good planes are coming out soon. Super excited. And I'm probably going to be getting almost all of them. The beautiful ortho all down there. Let's see here. So you sent me. Let me check out my Discord here. Posting Discord at 8 p.m. Okay, yeah, it's just saw here. Let me put it up here. Take a look, listen to it. A pro tip. What tip's that? My DM. Okay, I'll take a look at the DM here in a minute after I'm watching the video posted in the chat real quick. Got that playing on my phone. Spectre DM2. I saw it. Took a look at it real quick. The Q400 when it comes out? Yep, most definitely, probably. Just depends on when it comes out, though, and how much it's going to be, but definitely most likely getting it. Might need to wait till payday, but I'm most likely probably going to get that one. Like, I'm going to get that one over the A340. I saw something about a Dash 8 in development. I mean, hopefully that comes by yourself. That's going to be pretty cool. I mean, that's definitely going to be pretty cool if that comes out. But, you know, out of the A340, I'm going to probably wait on that. It's just a little too much money I'm willing to spend right now for... Because I don't always do, like, long hauls, which is what that plane's for. So I think I'm going to get a lot more use out of... I think I'm going to get a lot more use out of that of the Q400 than I am going to be the Toliss. So I think that definitely is going to work a lot better. Yeah, hopefully it's not as much as Toliss. I don't think it's going to be. I mean, I see the Q400 hopefully being around like $60. Realistically, that's probably what it'll be at. So hopefully it's not like the Toliss. That was a little pricey. I mean, I get it. It's a big aircraft. I mean, they're capitalizing on the popularity because everyone wants to fly it for across the pond, and you know, so they're probably gonna get a lot of sales. I don't know how much you can get at that price level though, because I saw a lot of saw quite a bit of negativity on the price. People not wanting to pay $90 for it, but. Like I said, for me, I just don't do long hauls that often to make it worth it. You know? Like I do one long haul, and that plane's just going to probably sit there for at least a month before I do the next super long haul. And even if I'm not going to want to just always use that plane for long hauls. I like to switch it up. So realistically, I'd fly it once and probably sit there for 3 or 4 months. You know, I don't know. There's just too many other planes I'd rather fly. It's not saying that it's a bad aircraft. It definitely looks like a really good aircraft. It's just not what I'm the most interested in flying. But I'm definitely very interested in the Q400. We can fly that a lot more places. A lot more places, a lot more interesting. Look at that Grand Canyon. Whew. One day, I'll take an actual trip to the Grand Canyon. Everything's going smoothly though. Everything's looking good. Hopefully the Braves are still winning, because I want the Houston Astros to just lose big time. Can't stand Houston. Yep, still losing 5-1 bottom of the 7th. Sweet. Well, it's midnight here. Got to do this voiceover before bed, but I'm also having my second win and just got another pre-released airport. Nice. Nice. What airport did you get? And, you know, good luck with that. Have fun. Enjoy. Hope you enjoy the rest of your rest of your night. / technically morning now. Yeah, it's past midnight. You might as well just stay up all night now. Pull that all-nighter. Cool, man. Awesome. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your night, man. I appreciate you hanging out with us, coming aboard our flight to Denver. There is a parachute in the back if you'd like to take that to be able to jump out and get off during mid-flight. And land right there in the Grand Canyon. Slept from 1 to 3:30, and then 6:30, 10 p.m. Well, then you got plenty of rest, man. You don't need to sleep no more. That's more hours of sleep than I get every night. I'm getting like 5 hours of sleep every night. That's about it. Especially the last couple of weeks, getting everything ready between this and the podcast, getting things worked up and ready. So I might be working all night. Iranian flight tonight. Nice. I think I've flown into Iran once. Yeah. So yeah, no, I've flown to Iran once. It's been a while. I just did from Middle East flying though last week in Dubai and Jordan. Flew in Dubai and Jordan a few times last week. So that was fun. Might need to go back there soon because that was when we were having our stream issues. Now we got things fixed. Might need to go back into Dubai here soon. That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, we went Bahrain to Dubai and back last week. We didn't do the other two, but have a good night. Catch you on the flip side, dude. Yep. See you, man. Have a good night. Good luck on your flight.
Don't know if I was aware a piece was missing. You
say it's been a long week at work already, and it's not only going on Wednesday or still Tuesday.
Clichés walk through to that letter. Yes, they were, baby. From nothing to something, suddenly you were there. Oh, better late than never for us to come around. Better late than never.
Hot mic. Someone's gonna hot mine.
All that was lost once again be found. Yeah, baby, it's clear for all to see that 1 and 1 makes 3 perfectly. For you and me.
So it looks like that storm's slowly moving away from Denver, so I think we'll just catch the tail end of it. So it shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully should make for a nice smooth flight into Denver.
Simply meant to be. Better late than never for us to come around. Better late than never for all that was lost once again be found. Better late than never for us to come around. Better late than never. I guess it simply was meant to be. And it's clear for all to see. 1 and 1 makes 3 perfectly. Better late than never for you and me. Baby, for you and me. Oh, for you and me. Baby, for you and me.
Alright, so we're hanging out, we're chilling. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking pretty great on our way here to Denver today. Everything's looking pretty good. So that's just a little test there. Want to make sure things are working. So yeah, everything's going smooth here on our flight. Looking good. Alright, so we're about 240 miles or so to our top of descent. 1816. So about 40 minutes, I think. Yeah, give or take about 40 minutes to our top of descent. Maybe a little less than that, depending on the wind. We got a little bit of a crossed wind right now, turning into a little bit of a headwind, but not bad. It's 90 knot crosswind now. It's a pretty gnarly crosswind. you guys excited for the Q400 to come out? I know I am. I know I can't wait for that thing to come out. Definitely going to be getting the Q400. Going to wait on the A340 to get the Q400. Smooth flight so far. Our new setup is working beautifully. New setup's working great so far. So we're going to be in X-Plane, I think, to start the week. I think we're going to go Microsoft here for the weekend. We'll be in Microsoft for our first time since the update. So I did update it last night, but I want to kind of just do a little bit of testing before we stream it, just to make sure everything's working properly. So I think Saturday we'll jump in Microsoft, do some Microsoft for the weekend. Yeah, it should be fun. If you guys would suggest where we should go in Microsoft, join the Discord, leave on our request server there, any kind of flight requests you have. And we'll see what we can do to make it happen. I know we got some Alaska flights coming up, some Alaska requests we had. We're going to try and work some of those requests for Alaska in. So that should be good. That should be fun. Yeah, it should be a good old time flying in Alaska. It's been a good minute since I've flown in Alaska. So we got about 46 minutes left of our flight here, so yeah, we should be starting our descent soon. About 25-30 minutes, so we'll start our descent. It should take us about 10-15 minutes to get us on the ground after that. So we are doing a real-world flight. We're doing a real-world flight, Frontier Flight 552. Frontier did this flight yesterday. It was a late-night flight from San Diego to Denver. So we're gonna be going to gate Alpha 42. So I should probably look at my charts here. Let's do a little pre-planning before we land so we know where we're going when we get on the ground. Okay, so let's go parking coordinates. So we're going to Concourse A, Alpha 42. So Alpha 42 is on the back side. Second from the end. Okay. So let's see what it's at. Okay, Concourse A. Okay, so we're gonna have a little bit of a long taxi, I guess, when we get there then. It's alright. Denver's a big airport, so we'll have a little bit of a long taxi. We'll handle it. For left, we're going to want to exit Delta 6, which is pretty much like right in the middle of the runway. It's a super long runway. So we should be able to stop by Delta 6. We'll take it straight across runway 34 right, take Foxtrot. We'll take Foxtrot down probably to... Or take Foxtrot down to Zulu. We'll take Zulu across to Lima, and Lima into Mike 7 Kilo into the gate there. Okay. Chart up as we get ready for our approach into Denver. Let's get our altimeter for Denver. Uh-oh. That was weird. Okay, let's see. Altimeter. Let's choose actually Sky here. Do the Denver 2977. So let's go here into our preference database, enter in our approach information. So 2977 will be the QNH. Temperature is going to be temperature will be 0.4 degrees Celsius, a little chilly. Wind's going to be 20 at 23 knots. So 23 knots. So that's good. Our radio, let's see, 34 left. 200. There we go. And we're gonna land flaps full, so that's good. All right, we got our descent information in, so that's looking good. Alright, so we might do an After Dark stream tomorrow. I'm gonna try and do like an After Dark stream tomorrow if I can. If not, we'll be back on Thursday for a regular scheduled stream. Not sure where we're gonna go yet on Thursday. Project Pilot, man, thank you for the follow. Thank you, man. Much appreciate the support, man. Very much appreciated. Yeah, we'll be back to streaming again for sure on Thursday. It's our normal scheduled stream. Not sure where we're gonna go yet. But we're probably gonna be. We might be in the 7.5 testing out, seeing what Flight Facts are update on their plane. Music is loud. All right, hold on. Fix that. All right, that should be a little better. Hopefully does that sound a little better? Bring it down a little bit. So, yeah, Thursday we're going to be in it. X-Plane again will probably be in the 757. Either the 7.5 or the 7.6. We might fly some cargo somewhere. Flight Factor just updated their 7.5, 7.6, so we're going to probably check that out on Thursday. Not sure where, though, we're going to go yet for some cargo runs. So if you got some suggestions, just put that in Discord or chat, and we'll see where we end up going. But it's definitely going to be in the 7.5 or 7.6, flying some cargo, and then probably do some FedEx in the 7.5. I'm feeling that's what I'm leaning towards. Is the 7.5. So we'll see kind of how that goes, I guess. Alright, getting a little bit of minor issues here. Yeah, so we'll be doing that Thursday. Tomorrow, though, we may do an After Dark stream. Maybe in something else, maybe some city skylines or something else. We'll see what we do. Maybe some farming sim, ranching sim, or something. So I want to do something tomorrow. Something a little laid back. Make up for some of the time we missed last week, as we got some new things set up. So look for hopefully something tomorrow night. But like I said, not for sure Thursday. And then we'll be streaming Friday as well. So Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday. Saturday, I know there's the big Cross the Pond event. We're not going to be doing the Cross the Pond this year. I'll be doing it next year. So no Cross the Pond this year. But, yeah, so no Cross the Pond event this year. Why? I just didn't really get, just being on Halloween, I do have quite a bit to do this weekend with family and stuff, so I wasn't going to have the time for a long haul. So the stream we do on Saturday will be fairly short. It's going to be Microsoft, though. Kind of the main reason why I didn't do Cross the Pond this year. But we are going to do it next year. So it's just a little busy at the moment with work and family and stuff. to participate this year. So next year, though, definitely for sure. I know most people are going to be flying the A340 across the pond from what it seems. But other than that, okay, so our frames are in the 60s. I don't know why we're having a little bit of issues here. That's weird. Alright, so top of descent, those coming up about 150 miles. We'll start our descent here into Denver. So we got a little bit of things fixed with our connection, stream lagging a bit, but yeah, I know. So internet's acting up. There's not much I can do about that currently. I got 3 weeks until our new internet gets installed. Everything until just now has been running perfectly smooth, so I don't know if it has something to do with where we're at. I don't think it does though, because our frames, you see, are in the 60s. Low 60s, so it's not the sim, it's just the internet. We are getting internet that is much faster in about 3 weeks though. So in 3 weeks we are getting some internet upgrades. I mean, I've been streaming for a while now and haven't had these issues like we've been having the past couple weeks. I don't know. You know, I just don't know what it is. Took away the screen or not. Now I gotta check. Oh, yep, it did. Why did it do that? There we go. We just see here. Can you pop this out? Bottom or top, man. Anyway, welcome, man. Where are all the viewers at tonight, man? I know there's quite a bit of people checking out the Q400 that's being streamed right now. I don't have access to the early access Q400. So I know there's quite a few people still checking that out over at Captain Canada's stream right now. I don't think it's because I'm streaming to both, though, to be honest, because I've been streaming to both for a while, and like I said, I haven't had this issue until just this last week and a half or so. So I think it's my internet provider is having issues to why all of a sudden it's like, you know, they're trying to slow my speed down because I'm using too much data now, or I don't know, but I have gigabyte internet being installed in 3 weeks. So Captain Canada, yes, is streaming the new FlyJ Sim Q400 right now. He's been streaming it for about 5 hours now. I think he's on his last flight he's doing. You see it? Yep, no problem, man. Hope you enjoy. I'm definitely excited for the Q400 to come out. Can't wait myself. So yeah, I don't know if it's because I'm streaming on both. I'm pretty sure it's just the internet. I don't think it's because I'm streaming on both, to be honest. Just fly P3D, Majestic's good. Yeah, no, I'm not going to get into P3D. I got too much invested in Microsoft and X-Plane to be running on a third sim. P3D is just, it costs too much for me to get started in that thing now at this point. At this point in time, there's no point for me. Nothing against P3D or anything. I've had it in the past, and you know, it's good. Just yeah, like I said, it's just too expensive for me to get into it. I don't like the whole licensing thing and all that stuff. Like I said, there's nothing against P3D. It's a great sim. I'm just too invested in X-Plane and Microsoft to make it worth my while getting into that at this point in time. Now, bud. Yeah, like I said, I played it. I just, yeah, X-Plane and Microsoft are good enough for me. P3D is just too much money. Not worth the money for me. Living on a budget. You know, if I got paid to do this all day long, it might be a different story. But I don't. So between this, the sports podcast I'm starting, so I'm starting a sports class with a friend, and between this streaming and regular work in real life, it's just can't add a third sim at this time. Turn the music down. The music's not even barely up right now. The volume's at like 10. Check this out and see what it sounds like for myself, because to me I sound pretty loud. Okay, well, I don't want to turn the music down to 0 because you can't hear the music. I won't be able to hear the music. But I'm listening to myself and it sounds pretty clear, so I'm not sure why you're having issues trying to hear me. So I'm going to turn it down to there. It's about as low as I can get it to go without being off. So hopefully that's better. You can always just fix the, make the microphone a little bit louder. And hopefully that will help a little bit. Hopefully that helps some. Alright, so where are we at here? About, what, 90 miles? Alright, so we're getting close. Getting real close. FS Labs, you mean for P3D? I mean, FS Labs, they're a good developer. Got nothing against FS Labs. Oh, the one I'm flying? No, it's Toliss. Toliss A321 is what we're flying right now. Our systems, you can put exclamation point spec in chats. We'll give you my specs for my systems. Which my systems are more than enough to run the sim. Like I said, frame rates are in the 60s right now. It's just the internet connection now all of a sudden has given us issues. Had no issues with internet all night until just now. Now the aircraft systems. Sorry. Toliss makes a pretty good product. Toliss Airbuses are pretty well done. I don't really have many complaints about Toliss. The A321, the A319 they have for X-Plane are pretty good. And course, they just released the A340. A340 is not so much in my wheelhouse of what I normally fly because that's a long haul aircraft, and I don't do that many long hauls, I think, to make it worth it for $90 that they just released. But I feel like after they cross the pond, the price is going to go down. I think they released it just now just because they want to make the money off the cross the pond, but the systems are pretty good. I like to do Los Angeles, Sydney in the 737 on FSX. Okay, yeah, I used to play FSX all the time until I got into X-Plane, and then of course Microsoft 2020 came out. But I'm waiting for the PMDG on Microsoft to come out. I mean, I have followed the PMDG in FSX and in P3D before. Unlimited fuel. Well, unlimited fuel wouldn't be very realistic if you're talking about being realistic. I like the Zebo. I mean, the Zebo is definitely my favorite in X-Plane. 737 in general is is my favorite aircraft overall. You know, I prefer the PMDG over the Zebo that I flew in FSX. That was obviously a lot more detailed. So that's why I'm waiting for that to come out for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So, but I have done the PMDG, I've done it on FSX as well as P3D. So I have done it on the PMDG on both, and I'm waiting for it to come out on Microsoft. So like I said, you know, nothing against P3D, it's a fine sim. I know P3D's, you know, focused on the government contracts and training fighter pilots and stuff like that, which is why it's so much more expensive. Just not really what I'm looking to get into for flight sim. I wouldn't say X-Plane's unrealistic. Maybe it's not as realistic as P3D, but I definitely would not say it's unrealistic. So there's plenty of real-world pilots that have flown on. There's plenty of real-world pilots that have flown on X-Plane that I'll say some of the aircraft, depending which ones, are pretty well modeled. If we're flying over X-Plane realism, to be honest. Yeah, no, I'm still X-Plane. Like I said, I'm not going to switch to P3D. Don't have the time or the money to add a third sim in there. Yeah, I'm too far invested. I've invested thousands of dollars into X-Plane and Microsoft. Makes no sense for me to switch at this point. There's not enough that P3D can offer me to just switch. I manage a warehouse. I manage a warehouse for a living. Alright, what? Are you what? Tracker? Are you tracker? I don't know what you mean by that. Let's see, our descent here, we're going down to 13,000 feet As we're getting close here, I'm just going to go ahead and put 13,000 feet in here. We get close to our top of descent. I'm not sure what you mean by am I a tracker though, man. All I do is I run a warehouse, we sell plumbing material. Have I ever gotten high? So, I mean, like, I've, in the past, back in the day, I may have smoked a little bit, not in a long time. I'm doing a discovery flight next Friday. That's cool. I've done a discovery flight before. Those are pretty fun. I eventually plan to get my real pilot license one day, private pilot license. It's in the goals for the future. What do I expect? Well, I mean, it really depends on, I guess, where you're going, but I mean, the way they did it for me is, you know, we got in the plane, the flight instructor that I was with kind of did like an overview of what to expect and kind of went over the plane we were flying, which is a little Cessna. Kind of walked around the plane, showed me some things. We got in. We went over all the checklist, basically, what things we were to do to get the aircraft started up, ready to go. And then, you know, we took off once we were in the air and cruising. He let me take control of the controls a little bit and actually fly the plane briefly. As we're just kind of cruising up the air, made a couple turns, and then he took over and we landed and went back to the airport. That was about it. You know, it's nothing extraordinary, but it's definitely a lot of fun. Be able to get in the plane first time, actually take control of the controls for the first time. So that stuff's a lot of fun. I'd probably teach the instructor. Well, if that's the case, then you should be able to get your license real quick if you don't already have it. Don't make any 9/11 jokes? No. I definitely wouldn't make any 9/11 jokes. Definitely wouldn't make any 9/11 jokes there. Yeah, see, part of the lag issue too, I think here is Streamlabs. I'm switching to OBS on the next stream we are doing on Thursday, as I've been working getting my setup over onto OBS. So I'm hoping that should solve a lot of issues too. Because I'm looking at YouTube, and YouTube's trying to tell me that the stream's healthy. No, obviously it's not. So, thinking it's a Streamlabs issue. When will you quit your job and go full-time streaming? As soon as I can make the same amount of money streaming as I do in real life. So, got a ways to go. Got a ways to go. We got to keep growing the channel before we can just up and quit our job. Was Discovery Flight more better than X-Plane? Of course it was better than X-Plane. And better than any simulation because it's in real life. Real life doesn't compare to simulators. It's a much, much different feeling controlling the plane in real life than it is controlling it on a simulator. If I quit now, I could use the time to grow your channel. Well, of course, but I gotta have money to live off of. I can't just live for free. It's not how the world works. I got bills to pay for. I would love to be able to quit and just focus on the content building and make things a lot easier. And I would be able to do a lot more when it comes to the streaming, but sadly, it's just not how life works. Stop spending the sim Adams. Well, how am I supposed to grow the channel if I'm not putting in the new add-ons that go with, you know, all the new updates? Gotta stay relevant with all the new updates and everything. Why don't you get free add-ons. You should switch to P3D. Yeah, no, like I said, too much money and time has been invested into X-Plane and E3D. Like I said, maybe if I start doing streaming full-time, and that's enough to support myself, maybe we can have that conversation down the line when I have enough time to even focus on another simulator. You know, for that simulator, I have to buy it, do all the add-ons, scenery, new planes. And, you know, we're talking about a whole nother big investment here. All right, I'm just gonna go and start our descent now. Let's get our seatbelt signs back on. Starting our descent finally here into Denver. Yes, I'm single. So yeah, got our descent here finally going out into Denver. So we should be on the ground shortly. So like I said, we're gonna be back streaming on Thursday in this, most likely the 757. Doing some cargo runs. Yes, the cabin has been notified that we are in descent. Cabin has been notified, seatbelt signs have been turned on. Let's get a little bit of speed brake going. Up with our descent a little quicker. There was an announcement. Yes, I must have missed it. All right, everything's looking good here. Go. Going over the snow-capped Rockies. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Captain speaking. Yep. No, like your own announcements. Normally I do a little something. We're not running Pack X at the moment. We usually run in Pack X, and I use that and do a little cabin announcement. Don't have Pack X running right now. But when we do, we usually do something like that. Let's get a freestyle from you. That'll be a freestyle rap. Discovery for me, Discovery Flight Friday. Yep. Yep, I'm sure you're gonna have lots of fun on your Discovery flight, though. I know I did. It was definitely a great experience. Let's bring in the speed brake. Let's see here. Let me check something. All right, coming down here. So check my approach chart real quick. Let's see, 3-4 left. What do your cabin announcements sound like? Well, if you join on Thursday, I'll let you in on my cabin announcements. Keep it top secret until on Thursday when we are running Pack X and everything on the new setup that we have. Yeah, just because it's Frontier. Going out, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Why you pick Frontier? Well, I wanted to fly out of San Diego, and it was just one of the flights that flew the A321, and I want to do a real-world flight out of San Diego. So that's why we picked Frontier. Nothing wrong with going out on Thursday, man, and not being able to watch the stream. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone's got, you know, life outside of YouTube. Why not JetBlue? There was no JetBlue A321 flights out of San Diego on FlightAware that I could pick from. Or else I probably would have done JetBlue. But like I said, this is the only A321 flight that I could do out of San Diego. On the A321, that was a real-world flight. JetBlue just ordered 35 737 Maxes. That's cool. I did not know that. I didn't know JetBlue was getting into the Boeing. I thought they were mainly just Airbus, but that's cool. I like flying the Max. Yeah, the Max is a pretty good plane. Yeah, I did some plane spotting over the weekend in San Diego on Saturday, which is what made me want to fly our next stream out of San Diego. But yeah, I did some plane spotting down there. Saw a couple 738 Maxes come through. Saw a Max 8 and a Max 9 land in San Diego. Did you say San Diego? Yes. Live stream from San Diego this past Saturday. Where did I do my discovery flight? Was in LA. I was in LA at the Santa Monica Airport. This is about, I don't know, 8 years ago. Santa Monica? No. What you put is Seattle. I don't think that was the name of it when I did it. Like I said, it was about 8-9 years ago when I did my discovery flight. That's where you go in Santa Monica. That's cool. Pretty nice scenic place to fly out of. Some speed brakes. No, probably not. It is a busy airport. We went to the Flight Sim Expo this past, when they had it last month, and you could have met me. I went to the Flight Sim Expo. But doing random meetups, no, that's not going to happen. Alright, what was our altimeter? It was 29er 78. Alright, got our altimeter in. That's good. Everything's looking good. You should do a bong where you're on cam. I don't have a bong. Like I said, I haven't smoked weed since high school, which was a little bit, quite a while ago at this point. It's legal, yes. I just, not something I have gotten into since high school. Grew up a little bit. You know, life took me a different way. And even when I did do it, I never, even when I did do it, I never smoked it just to smoke. It was only in a social setting. Same with drinking. I don't just drink to drink. I drink only in social settings. Do you have non-USA viewers? I do. I do have quite a few over from Europe area. Europe and the Middle East a little bit. A lot in Europe though. Alright, so we're going to go down to 7,000 feet here. Yikes, they're probably flying the next to line 11. They're not all bad. Alright, we're coming here pretty nicely. Things looking good so far. We try to keep all politics and everything out of the chat. We come to escape all that stuff in real life. All want good positive vibes in here, man. Did you ever experiment in high school? No. Speed brakes coming out, slow us down. Get our landing system on. Arm our localizers. What problem, man? What's going on? Do you have the Thrustmaster Airbus? I do. I did just set up a joystick cam too, which I'll turn on when we go for landing. But I do have the whole Thrustmaster Airbus set up. I don't have the add-ons, I just have the regular throttle quadrant. Or the regular throttle quadrant for Thrustmaster, so. Let's bring our speed brakes in. There we go. Alright, so we're going to do medium brake for landing. Let's go and do flaps 1. Can we approach briefing? Sure. I guess we can do a little bit of approach reaching. All right, let's see here. All right, we're about 20 miles out. Localizer has been armed. Altitude 7,000 feet is set. We're doing medium brakes for departure. Flaps full will be our final configuration. Go around, missed approach altitude. Missed approach altitude will climb to 5,800 feet, climbing, and then left turn to 10,000 feet on heading 270 on missed approach. Everything is good and set. Is that true in USC can be put? No. No, I don't need any pictures. No, that's not true. You can be a pilot. Being a pilot has nothing to do with your orientation. All right, we'll arm our approach mode here. Localizer's been captured. All right, approach mode has been activated. Autoland? No, we won't do an autoland. You know, the weather's good. We can land it ourselves. Alright, so I'm going to do the music off for our approach, though. Denver traffic, Frontier Flight 552 on 15-mile final 3-4 left. Am I a real pilot? No. I'll get my private pilot license eventually one day, but no, not a real pilot. Just a real simulator pilot. So let's just make sure we keep the chat PG-13, please. How'd you get the uniform? I bought it on Amazon. I bought the shirt on Amazon, and then I bought the everything else. And I bought the stripes on Amazon, tie on Amazon, so I bought it in pieces. Why Captain Stripes? Because I'm the captain, of course. You know the Emperor is a swastika for Hitler. No, I did not. But like I said, let's keep all negativity out of chat, all in positive stuff. Nothing like that. Alright, speed's coming down. Spring brake, slow us down a little bit.
2,500.
Okay, yeah, let's get into that bottom, alright? We can't have any of that in chat, man. That's armor spoilers.
$2,000.
Alright, let's get our final approach speed in. Get flaps set to full here. Get our landing lights on. Alright, I will see you guys once we get on the ground. Enjoy the arrival. Definitely a little windy. Pretty strong wind here. All right, autopilot's off. My aircraft. That's definitely going to get you guys banned out of chat. Let's knock that stuff off right now. I don't want to have any of that in chat.
Gear. Too low. Gear.
100 above. 300.
Sink rate. Too low. Gear.
It's definitely blowing us around here.
Minimum 200. 100.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
50,
Sink rate.
40,
Sink.
30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Hard landing. Lots of wind. Yep, gonna be a little bit of sore necks on that one. Speed brakes off. Alright. Disarm our auto spoilers. Bring in our flaps. It was pretty gusty. We were getting blown. We were getting blown away, blown around quite a bit. But we made it. We're going to take the right here. Let's bring back up the flight deck. Let's get the APU master switch on there. And get our landing lights to the off position. All right, we'll stop our chrono. Total flight time, 2 hours and 3 minutes today. Got a little bit of a long taxi. Where's parking tonight? We are going to Alpha 42. Alpha 42 is our gate. Same gate this flight landed at yesterday. So we got a little bit of a taxi to the other side of the airport. A little bit of a taxi, we'll be all right. So we're across 3-4 right here. That's a hike. Yeah, no, it's a pretty good hike over to where we're going here. We're gonna take the second right here on Gulf down to Zulu. here. We're going to turn left here on Zulu. We're pretty much going where the other Frontier flight is. It's all the way up front and around here on the right. Take Lima right here down. Let's get our brake fan going on too. Brakes are hot. Cuddly Creel, what's going on, man? How you doing? How are we doing tonight? Yes, we're getting new internet in 3 weeks. We're getting gigabyte internet in 3 weeks. Internet's been good until the last week and a half, so I don't know what's been going on the last week and a half, but we'll be getting more. This is gonna be our turn here. coming up to our gate here. Go. Parking brake is set. If you bleed on and engine 1 and 2 are coming off. Beacon lights off. Taxi lights off. Alright, everything is looking good. Let's see here. We're gonna check out the Alright, yeah, we can't have any of that stuff in chat anymore. That won't be tolerated. You guys will get banned. We don't keep any politics in chat. Nothing like that is in chat. Politics, anything racial, anything like that, automatic ban. Sorry, guys. Chat, just to stay nice, positive, encouraging. But we made it to our gate here, 8:42. Let's go and check out the replay here. Toggle the replay, disconnect from Vatsim. So we did smash her down kind of hard, got the gear down a little late. As we were being distracted by chat. This internet's gonna be the death of me. So a little firm, well, not really too bad. Definitely gave it just a little firm, but that's right, we'll take it. We'll get more view here. The plane coming in. So it was pretty gusty. Look at the way that runway slopes. Alright, well, that's going to do it for us here. Thank you all for all those that joined and supported the channel. Much appreciated. I'm going to leave it there. We're going to end it for the night, and we will see you back again on Thursday. Thursday, we'll see you again.
Minimum.
All right.
200.
Have a good night. Maverick, Mike out.
100.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync
50.
rate.
40.
Sync rate.
30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.